Music is like root work, magic that's pulled up from the soil. It echoes on the stony hills and spins in the tall grass by the sea. It soothes the savage beast and pierces the soul of a man. Music is that old witchcraft. It writes your true name on a scrap of paper and makes you dance undignified like King David. This is the Hoodoo Music Podcast.
I promise I won't lick the pop filter.
This is the Hoodoo Music Podcast, episode 8. This episode, we got a great band out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, The Apartment Club. What's up, guys?
Not much. What's up?
Hey.
Stoked to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you on the show. Why don't you go ahead and just run around, introduce yourselves?
So my name,
not all at once, you know.
So my name is Jeffrey Kelly. I started playing guitar, but apparently I play drums now.
My name's Asen. I do guitars and vocals.
My name's Jake. I do guitars.
And I'm the last fella in the group, I suppose. Play that bass guitar. I finger the down lows, as they say. Slap the bass.
Slap of the bass.
And what's your name?
Well, that's a different story we could go on altogether. It's Nate, N-A-T-E, like the
But
great.
but the locals call me.
But the locals call me Nasty.
Well, I've had a good time joking with you guys about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, stuff like that.
Yes.
How did you guys meet? Like, what brought you together?
Ooh, wow.
Jeffrey, you want to take this one?
We sort of all grew up together.
Sort of, but not like actually.
Not in the same house, obviously.
Because that would be like the same family.
We
Jeffrey
live-
and I are brothers.
Yes, we grew
By
up
blood.
in the same
Now,
house.
brothers in Christ Jesus, I would say we are all the same family.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously.
We
Repeating,
all,
of course.
We all grew up together in church growing up. We've all known each other since we were all like
Very young.
Very small children.
very,
We've all
very
played
small.
music for a long time.
Various
Yeah.
projects and different things here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've known each other for our whole lives. Essentially, this is just another. On to the next one.
Musically, it just sort of works.
Yeah, what I guess what transitioned from friendship to, collaborative musicianship,
It all started after Asen moved away. He
Yeah.
moved to Georgia, and me, Nathaniel, and a few other friends of ours started a band. I won't name drop, but we all started a band, and he moved back, and we're like, we should get him to play drums.
But Jake was in Nicaragua. That's an interesting subject too. How long did you live in Nicaragua, Jake?
I lived in Nicaragua for 10 years.
That's a decade.
That's
That's
10
a
whole
That's
decade,
an
years.
my
entire
friends.
decade.
A
It's
decade.
a long time.
Not
yeah.
even a half of one, like a whole one.
I feel like, yeah, we've known each other our whole life, and I feel like we've been, we kind of grew up playing music, and I feel like all of us separately, and then when we came together, it just kind of gelled, and it kind of worked out, and it was, yeah, it just
Good stuff.
came together
Sure.
really well.
Fun.
Yeah, we've always done music projects together, whether they were ones that we tried to pursue on a more like live level or just for fun or private level. And Asen, singer, guitar player, he's always played drums for things that we've done. And he
out of
came on and was
nowhere.
like, hey guys, he actually had this band going with a few other fellas, and he asked us to, some things happened and they weren't able to play for a gig that he had booked, and he said, will you guys help me out? And we're like, sure, yeah, we'll help you out. And ever since then, we've all just been doing this project together.
Yeah.
It's been neat. It's been fun times here.
It worked out great,
It's been
too.
fun here. It's been fun there. It's been
Met
fun.
some strange
as
people.
they say, everywhere.
Yeah, it's going a really good way. Jeez, no. Nate. Yeah, it's good. I don't know. I feel like this was meant to be with these guys because we all just played music for so long, and it just all kind of worked out perfectly, which is weird because that never really happens in the music world. It's always like, oh, I guess this will work. But
Yeah.
it's going in a really good direction.
Well, we'll go a little bit more in depth in a couple of minutes. Why don't we go ahead and this first song you played? We actually have a video out for it. It would have come out last week. Also, let's see. By the time that this episode comes out, you will have played a show the night before with Total Astronaut and Silvermane.
Yeah.
So how did that show go, guys? You know, I'm asking you from the past about the future.
I'm pretty sure everyone killed it. I'm 100%
Yeah,
sure.
those guys are awesome in both of those groups. Fantastic musicians, good guys.
I
love to watch
personally
them.
did terrible. I was just garbage from wall to wall. Everything was just wrong. But, I managed. That's not all I can do.
This
what
would
you
have
can.
been our thred show with Silvermane now? Fourth? Third?
Maybe.
Our very first show was with Silvermane. And then we played with them at, what was that called? Grill Fest earlier this summer. And then we love playing with those guys. And then Total Astronaut, too. They're really great guys. I'm so glad we got to cross paths with them.
Cool. Well, so like I said, we had a video come out for this song last week. What's the song called? What's it about?
So this song's called Dallas, and it's I wrote it just being completely honest. Wrote it while pissed drunk in Tennessee, in a very, very dark time in my life.
So not in Texas.
Not in Texas. The name
No,
Not in
Dallas,
Dallas,
Tennessee,
no.
of course.
not in Dallas,
In
but
Cleveland, Tennessee, actually.
not Cleveland, Ohio. That happens a lot.
I thought it was Dallas, Tennessee.
But no, the name Dallas. So half the lyrics I wrote, they're about my mother. My mother passed away about 4 years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's I take passion from it, take music from it, and so that's where half the song came from, and then the other half I wrote while on an airplane on my way to Dallas, Texas, for a job interview I had that I'm really glad I didn't get because things are going really well now. But at the time, I was looking to get it, didn't get it, wrote on the plane ride back, and that's kind of where the name Dallas comes from. Of that because I spent the whole day there writing that song, and so that's where that comes from.
I've been drowning in memories. I've been drinking alone, hoping that I find a road leading me back to home. God, I miss you, mother, crying oh so soft, waiting for your light. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. I've been racing around town, looking for someone like you. I've been racing the avenues, trying to fight these demons. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. Whiskey, whiskey, and water. Wake up and repeat it, repeating after me. I've been racing the side streets where you used to roam beside me. I know, I know, I know.
So you've been friends for a long time, been playing music together a long time. How did each of you start in music? You know, I guess we all have different ways of expressing ourselves, and a lot of people choose artistic paths. So specifically, why music?
I don't know. I guess I've always been interested in music. Started playing trombone in the 5th grade. You know, sort of helped peak my I don't know, music path. I don't know, whatever. Saw a guy that I really liked playing guitar and just said, you know what, I'm going to pick that up. Later on down the line, I said, you know, I'm going to try and learn some drums on the side. Now I do that. No joke, just started playing drums on the side, and
Is that the way it is?
who knows? It's just how it happened.
It's just how it is.
I don't know. I like music. It's cool stuff.
What a thought process. Wow.
Quite a journey.
I couldn't
That was
figure it
deep.
out, honestly.
But
I was sitting there
not.
trying to put it together in my head, and then I started speaking out loud, and I was like, well, here's a train wreck waiting to happen.
Just got to hang on, man. Just got to hang on.
Just kept it going.
I like cheese.
That was the thought process.
Nate?
How'd you get into music, Nathaniel?
Well, I think I can actually speak for all of us on a serious level here and say that as most people who are most people that are musicians, you start off as a young child just being into music. You love listening to music. You pretend to play along to your favorite music, or you do sing along with it. And I'm sure every single one of us has a bunch of ridiculous videos of us filming ourselves.
Oh,
like,
good Lord.
this is me doing a, I don't know, Backstreet
Good
Boys or some
Lord.
lame
yeah.
stuff,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you know, or another. I think the best one that we all did was, I think when we were, I guess me and Jake would have been 6, so that would make Jeffrey 5, and Asen would be what, 4?
4 or 3, yeah.
We all got together at a pool party, and we made a music video to DMX's the Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind up in here. And
Shout
we
out to
just-
DMX, resident of Greer,
Shout
South
out
Carolina.
Darkman X. Shouts out. And we all just danced around, and Asen's grandmother was like, what are you kids doing? This is bad music. And we're like, we're going to do music for the rest of our lives.
Just you
because
wait.
that's what we like to do. And if we will, then
Shaking
we
our
will. And if
fist.
we don't, then we don't. But it all probably started there at that pool party at the DMX music video.
Say what? Anne's going to listen to this and be like, what?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
That's where it all
If we're
began.
tagged in it, she's going to...
It involves Asen. She's gonna see it.
Biggest inspiration.
She's woke, man.
DMX.
She's woke.
She really is. Kind lady.
I feel like for me, I've been playing guitar since I was about 13 years old, and it started out as just something that I wanted to do, and it kind of morphed into a real passion of mine, and yeah, it's I love it. I can't see myself doing anything else, and I hope that it lasts, and I'm gonna try my hardest to make it last, and I feel like everything.
Scaly lizard sometimes. Quiet on wall, smoking darting glances.
Got real serious on us.
It's good, though.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm about the same though.
music is. I know a lot of people say it, but I honestly feel like music is my life, and I feel like that's something that I want to pursue, and that's something that
Oh, yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
passionate about, and I love.
Gotta love music.
Yeah.
What got me into music? We're still on that path, right? There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
still
No,
No, what got you into DMX?
So what got me into DMX? I started at a young age. No, so I guess. So what got me into like music and rhythm and wanting to drum is I was a tap dancer in elementary school. I was. wait.
Google his name.
Wait. Google my name. I was the master dancer.
Google
of
my
the
name, girl. Google my name.
Of the state of South Carolina when I was
What?
12.
No, we are looking this
Power.
up right
Okay,
now.
Power.
it's been a while since I could
It
find
might-
that.
no, it
but
always came up every
I
time
have
I've
the
looked it up.
newspaper clipping.
It's
though.
been a
Oh,
while
I'm gonna get on
since I've
YouTube
Googled
and
it.
I'm gonna look up.
Oh, it's not on YouTube.
I
'cause
wanted to
YouTube
s-
wasn't a thing back then.
I
Thank
wanted to
God.
see this
man.
kid tap dance for so long and still have never seen it.
But
Can
so
you
that
still do it?
no, I can
He was a child.
I can dance like like
That was back in the old
He can
not
dance
tap
like a
dance.
white person.
DMX music video days.
And I thought you were joking, but no, you're
no,
serious.
I mean dead serious.
Yeah,
I
Google
really am.
Asen Heron. It'll come up.
So that got me into like rhythm and stuff, and rhythm and
Master
stuff.
type.
That got me into rhythm.
So after that, I was getting ready to move to Georgia, and I wanted to learn how to drum because it really goes one and one together. Something that always has interested me. I've been interested in, and so that got me into it. And then I would just practice to Blink-182 on an iPod in my garage because my mom couldn't afford lessons. So she goes,
Here in
"Here
my
you
garage.
You're in my garage.
Lamborghini."
Lamborghini here.
No, so that got me into it. And then
$80.
now guitar and singing, oh, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know. I just always dicked around on the side with that. Would write little songs that I didn't think anyone liked, and then was in a dark place and was like, I'm just gonna sing it out, and that's how I am where I am today.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, you guys, what was the second song? Let's talk about that.
What was our second song?
That was
Tightrope.
That was Tightrope.
Tightrope.
So Tightrope. Tightrope is the first song that I wrote for the apartment club. Wrote it in Tennessee in my little apartment room with my Mac and my guitar, and it's a fun song. It's something I really felt like I was. I don't know. I kind of felt like a niche with it, which I really liked a lot, and it's just kind of grown over time from there. With Tightrope, I was in a really good place actually. It's kind of upbeat, but it was just about a good friend of mine. We were dating, and we're still good friends though. It just didn't really work out. So it's not really like a kind of X song like people write. It's more of
we're
like
still friends with him. He's a good guy.
I didn't say him. Did I say him?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Nathaniel
it's like, did I just?
We're trying to make sure everyone knew.
All of a sudden,
It's
you're
a
having
her.
It's a Mac moment.
Juarez.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Good fella.
So that's Tightrope.
Me and Juarez had an intimate summer together.
Darkness turns to light as long as I can call you mine.
So why the apartment club?
Well,
I wanna know
can
about that
answer this
name.
one. I'm going to go ahead and take the lead on this one, even though it has nothing to do with me. I just want to keep talking. Asen lived in an apartment when he started this band, and one of the other guys that started the band with him lived in the apartment. And that's probably where they got the name The Apartment Club, because the three guys who started it hung out there like a club, The Apartment Club.
That is actually wrong.
They were a club, so
Right.
I mean, that's kind of true, but wrong.
it's a club.
That's right.
So Jeffrey and I were in another band called OTC.
That's right.
Oh, the Calamity. And one day, just for,
It's a good band.
you know, our buddy Walker was kind of throwing around the idea of like, what if like rebrand, like rename, or throwing around names. And in my mind, it just kind of hit me, The Apartment Club. And they were like, no. And I was like, I love that. So then 2 years later, I made a band. I'm like, I'm freaking using it.
Nice.
That's The Apartment Club.
The next one's going to be called Getting Mean with Straight Edge Kids.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. You were telling me about that earlier, and it was
It's going to be real good.
it's going to be a hit.
Most good.
Most good.
It's going to be a hit for sure. Hidden kids in the pit who don't have the big X's and didn't show up with
If you're
us,
not
because
straight
that's
edge,
what
you're
we
getting,
do.
you're getting hit. Then
That's what we do. It's just
Sounds like
sort of-
old school
it's a
chain.
Get out
lifestyle.
edge, get out of the pit. Don't break edge.
Basically.
It's a lifestyle.
You know, it's funny because we're all sitting around drinking beer and talking, you know, talking about straight edge.
You guys.
You know, hey,
I'm out
that's,
of-
that's true.
I'm out of beer.
Trying to think of where I want to go with this. I think it's, you know,
It's
some
sort
of
of,
there would be a little
it's
bit
sort of
more-
like if you were going to
No, it's
try
okay.
to... It's so typical of you that way. If you were going to start asking us some questions and you want us to respond to those questions, what do you got to say, Frederick?
Forgot my name was Frederick.
Unbelievable. That's so typical of you that way.
eh? Sorry, we got stuck in that for like a week and a half.
What, becoming New Zealanders?
That's right.
Thank
Kiwis.
you.
Good job.
Most people
Not
say Australian.
No,
Go
it's
you.
New Zealand.
Yeah,
There's a
thank you.
difference.
And
Thank you.
they sort of always talk like they've got a question. Like they're not really
That's
sure
things
what
they're
they're
not
saying. Sort of
typically
uncertain,
sure of.
maybe.
So, what are your influences? You know, what kind of I guess shapes the way you write, each of you? Because I assume that you probably write collaboratively a lot.
We're starting to.
We're going to
Yes,
try
okay,
to.
okay.
Now,
Yes and no.
We're
now
gonna
that we
try
are
to.
a collective band group, a lot of the songs I wrote with two previous members, and so now, yeah, it's going to be a lot more collaborative now that we're all kind of on the same page now.
Well, what are
Then,
kind of the influences that shape, I guess, what you want to hear? Because I mean, you know, we all write what we want to hear.
Right, exactly. I guess with me personally, I don't know. I've really been listening. I mean, for years now, but like Manchester Orchestra, I'll Get Out, Modest Mouth. U2 is a big influence to me.
Power.
Bono, yeah.
Power.
okay.
Bono.
It's
okay. No,
Shades
but-
inside. I
man.
mean,
Well, Jeff, what are your influences then?
Under Oath. My favorite band of all time. Then probably like Inner Shikari and Reliant K, which is just
Preach.
It's a strange mix.
I don't start a song necessarily going like, oh man, this sounds a lot like this band. That's what I want. Or, oh, this is like, oh, indie pop.
This is probably the first time that we've done things together where we didn't have to go, oh, we need to change this because it sounds too much like this group.
Due to corrupted audio samples, this portion of the interview has been cut. Sorry for the inconvenience. This song is called Burnout.
She's a burnout, cut the lights out. She'll leave you black, she'll leave you blue. I swear I thought I saw it coming. Thank God I know it wasn't you. Think you know what I mean now? In the back of the van, she's got her finger on the trigger. Think you know what I mean now? She looks like an angel, but she'll treat you like the devil. I'm a creature to habit. In the back of the van, she's got her finger on the trigger. I'm a creature to habit. She looks like an angel, but she'll treat you like the devil. She's a burnout, cut the lights out. She'll leave like she'll leave me blue. I watched her smoke the cigarettes. Thank God I know it wasn't you. Think you know what I mean now? In the back of the van, she's got her finger on the trigger. Think you know what I mean now? She looks like an angel, but she'll treat you like the devil. I'm a creature habit. In the back of the van, she's got her finger on the trigger. I'm a creature habit. She looks like an angel, but she'll treat you like the devil. She's a burnout. Cut the lights out.
Wow.
Scientologists don't
That is
play.
Dave
nuts.
Schnapp.
Shouts out,
Nope.
Lord Xenu.
What'd you say?
Getting
Shouts
clear.
out,
Going
Lord
clear,
Xenu.
y'all. That's what's up.
That's right. We're going clear on the Hoodoo Music Podcast with the Apartment Club. So where do you guys want to go with this? Like, what's the next step
To the moon
for
and
you?
back.
Recording. That is our next
was thinking,
step.
like,
That is a
down
huge
the
step.
road.
Have you thought about any plans
To
about
a
where you're going to
venue.
record or anything like that? Or?
We'd really like to. We've been talking with the guys from Total Astronaut. They have a really kick butt studio.
They really do. That's where we actually
Way
are
to
doing
censor
this episode.
yourself.
Is in their little.
But yeah, that's what we want to do. We have some. They're great demos. Don't get me wrong. The guy who did them was really great. We just had such a short budget and really short time frame, and they're just not really what we sound like anymore. And a lot of people tell us that.
Yeah.
And so we just need to get something better quality. So we want to work with the guys from Total Astronaut and get some good stuff out there ASAP.
Yeah.
Other than that, we want to, get down to some venues or something like that. Maybe play a show or two.
Yeah,
To the
because
nitty, maybe to the gritty. You know.
we just played a great show in Simpsonville last night.
Yeah, would have been last
Yeah.
Air
last
quotes.
night. The night before this episode debuted, but 2 weeks after it was recorded.
Exactly.
Time travel, man.
I feel like
Getting swifty.
we're gonna that we want to take this as far as it's gonna let us take it.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously we have hopes and expectations that we want, and but who knows?
We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see. That's just the way it is in the music industry.
Who knows,
you know?
really? I
We'll
mean,
see.
I think we're on to something, though.
Who do
See
know?
what you did there.
That was good.
We had one more song. Let's talk a little bit about this last song.
That song is called
Why?
Why.
Well, I tell you
why?
Why?
I love why.
That's why.
Why not?
I'm
really
an ex
do.
guy myself.
Why
Why-
ask why? Try bud try.
So Why is a riff that me and our former drummer Walker spent a lot of time working on, and we kind of just formed the song around that. And we wanted to go heavier, kind of more in your face, something different. And that's how that came to be. And that song, I guess lyrically, that song isn't really about anything in specific. Like, not like, oh, I was in a certain time when I wrote that. It was just kind of putting myself in a situation that I haven't been in. Or maybe I have and I'm not aware of it. But it's just more of like a fun, in your face, get down and dirty. Not that
good
way.
You
know what I mean?
Fun
though.
with it, though. It's one of the ones when we play places, people seem to respond really positively to. It's good
People seem
fun.
to like it.
It's not too heavy. It's not too quiet. It's not too. It's fun.
It's the right amount of
it's
in
good
your
fun.
face, honestly. It's just right there, not like annoying you in your face, just right on the edge.
I'll make a shout out right now too. So Jeffrey
Tip of the
did
tongue,
all the
keep it
drums
lips.
that you just listened to, or maybe this will play after this, or we just did the introduction thing. And Jeffrey, when was the last time you played drums not in like a small setting?
Oh, wow. A few years ago.
A few is
been
an
a while.
understatement.
It's been a while.
Shouts
Yeah.
out Stained.
So
It has been quite some time since I've actually sat down and played drums.
shout out to Jeffrey.
Maybe a couple here and there, like beats, but nothing's.
Shouts
nothing
out
major.
Chobo.
Yeah.
Young Bowery on the track.
Yo, Gio.
jokes they would say. You were crying that I would leave you one day. I was wondering if you would come on over. We could talk about the freckles on the shoulders of a man who thought the day would come in when the earth would cease to exist. Why do we have to? Why do we have to? Why do we have to be this way? Why do we have to? Why do we have to be? Why do we have to be this way? Why do we have to? Why do we have to? Why do we have to be this way? Why do we have to? Why do we have to? Why do we have to be this way?
All right, so right now you don't have any shows booked just yet, but that should change in the near future. Until then, where can people find you?
I guess on Facebook and on Instagram.
What's your URL?
So for Instagram, it's the APT Club, like apartment, but APT.
Shorthand pop.
And it's also
Apartment
that
Club.
too for Facebook. Facebook / the Apt Club, apartment club.
Club.
Like labs.
Yeah, we don't have any shows booked right now because we kind of have it on hiatus for the past month. This show and this podcast is going to kick things back off because we were gaining a lot of momentum, and then a lot of things happened, and so we're going to try to kick that back up. But our main priority is getting something recorded. So the shows may be a little bit sparse during the winter, but we're going to have some pretty sweet tracks out by springtime, and we're going to kick off a lot of shows around then.
Excellent.
For sure.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And remember, everybody, you can check them out at facebook.com/the APT Club. Follow them on Instagram at the APT Club. This show you can find online at rootdoctormedia.com or just go to bit.ly/Hoodoo Music Podcast. That's the easiest way to subscribe on all the major podcast platforms, as well as find the show on social media. Until next time, thank you so much for listening to the Hoodoo Music Podcast. And thanks so much to the Apartment Club for
Shouts
making
out
this
to
show
Waka.
great. And shouts out to Waka Flocka
Thanks for
Flocka.
having us, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Squad.